Ho ho ho, it is I are smart, and welcome to the Christmas. I mean, to be fair, I'm just going to be reviewing Hawkeye in this episode, but it's Christmas when I'm recording this, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, hope you all had a great Christmas. It's a great day for me. I'm basically just doing this review, quick, before I go and, I drop my Santa hat, but look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing this later. This bad boy. So anyway, I'm so hyped, guys. I'm so incredibly happy I got that. Anyway, that's beyond the point. We're here to talk about Hawkeye, right? Yeah, that's what we're doing. So Hawkeye was pretty cool. I could pull it up on the TV, but I really don't feel like it. It was a cool series. Yeah, I liked this series a lot. It was very Christmassy. A bit too much, but, it was good. I enjoyed it. So I'm going to talk about Hawkeye for a bit. I don't have too much to say on it, but so I'll keep this kind of a short review. But I want to talk about it because I talk about all the Marvel shows. So yeah, and I'm not going to talk too much on the spoilers. I might get into it at the end, but it'll be for the most part spoiler free. So if you haven't watched it, don't worry. I'll warn you if I do talk about spoilers. So anyway, let me see if I can pull it up here on my phone. I'm trying to remember. There was like 6 episodes, I think. Yeah, I think there was 6. The thing is, it was weird because the first episode premiered before Thanksgiving, which is super annoying because this is a Christmas series. So come on. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, this was 6 episodes. They were all about like 40, 50 minutes long. So they're pretty decent. But the thing is, they had to mention it was Christmas every flippin' episode. Like, I get it. It's a Christmas show. But do you have to give me like 2 Christmas songs and have like 5 characters in the show be like, oh, Merry Christmas. I get it. It's a Christmas show, but come on, alright? I'm trying to like enjoy this plot you got going on, but you keep throwing Christmas in my face every 2 seconds. I get it. I get it. I love Christmas. But, like, you can tone it down a notch. You're at an 11? I need you to bring it down to, like, a 9, alright? Okay? That's all I need, alright? A 9 is still great, but you're at an 11, alright? So chill out. Chill out, Marvel. I know you're excited to make a Christmas-themed thing. But, anyway, Rogers the Musical. That was pretty cool. That's not really a spoiler. I'm pretty sure it was in the trailer. But it was cool. I definitely enjoyed that bit. And anyway, let's actually talk about the characters in the show, not just the fact that it's Christmas. So basically, this is about Hawkeye, alright? Clint Barton, you know, this is after Endgame, he's back with his family again, but he's haunted by his past. I'm pretty sure this is all in the trailer. Because if you remember in Endgame, he was the Ronin, which is this super cool anime dude who had like a sword and was chopping up bad guys in Japan or whatever. I don't know. He was pretty cool and stuff like that. So anyway, then there's this character, Kate Bishop, who, I can't remember the actress name, but she did a really good job, I must say. She was very impressive as Kate Bishop. That was a great performance by her. And obviously, Jeremy Renner did a great job too. He always does great as Hawkeye, and I think he's one of the most interesting characters, and this really delved into that. Especially because Kate just kept poking and prodding at him, trying to get more out of him about this character, which is great for us as the audience too, because we get to see, like, you know, this guy doesn't have superpowers, he can't fly like Iron Man, he doesn't have like a special suit, he's just a guy with a bow and arrow. I mean, they've made jokes about this before in the MCU, like, I think it was in Age of Ultron, where it's like, I'm a guy with a bow and arrow out fighting robots. None of this makes any sense. So, yeah, he's always been kind of more of a joke character, but he has a lot of intrigue to him, I think is the right word. So, you know, like with his family and that whole dynamic, it's really good. Really good stuff. So I'm glad they dove into that, and we have this kind of thing where, like, alright, we got the main plot, we gotta figure out this mystery we got going on. I'm not gonna get too much into it for you. But he also has to get time at home for Christmas to be with his family. And so you got this conflict going on, which I think is really good. You know, it's this typical, like, home for the holidays kind of Christmas plot, but kind of entangled with this Marvel plot. So I think it really worked. I think it was cool that they did something new, you know, because the other Marvel shows have been cool, I guess. Like, WandaVision was alright, and, like, Falcon and Winter Soldier, meh. Loki was really good, but kind of just, you know, no real action or anything. This show hit the action button for me, and it was really good. I think there's a lot of great action scenes. It made sense to me. There's some of that I was like, why are they fighting right now? It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. And there definitely at times, I think the series could have been shorter. Like, there are definitely some scenes, I won't spoil too much for you, but, like, there's a character who has to, like, slow dance and sing the Christmas song of, like, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Except he sings it way worse than that. And it's just like, okay, series, do you really have time for this? Can we just... he doesn't need to sing the entire song, you can cut away, like... I get you have a 40-minute time slot for this episode, but come on, can we actually, like, do something cool? So anyway, there's a lot of interesting characters in this show, a lot of stuff going on. There's a big character reveal at the end. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I'll talk spoilers for that. So it's overall a very good series, I think. And it's only really good for Christmas, though. Because, like, if you watch this any other time of the year, I don't think it's going to be that. It's going to be really weird because you're going to be like, okay, I get it. This is a Christmas show. So I'm probably going to stop thinking about this when January comes around. But so if you got like time, Christmas weekend, and you're like, I feel like, spending a couple hours watching this Hawkeye series, yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's one of the better Marvel TV shows, streaming shows, what do you even call it anymore? It's one of the better ones, I would say. Now, it's kind of hard for me to compare anything MCU after I watched No Way Home. It's kind of like when you're on a roller coaster, and after you go off the biggest hill, and then you're just kind of like, well, now what? Like, usually roller coasters have a bunch of loops and stuff afterwards, but like after the biggest hill, it's just kind of like, well, what now? All the other hills are just smaller hills. Like, it's just not cool anymore. Like, I've seen No Way Home. Every other Marvel movie is just like, it's just, what the heck? So, I don't know. To be fair, I did watch most of this series before No Way Home, so it was just the finale that was after No Way Home, so yeah. Anyway, overall, that's all I had to say, in terms of no spoilers. Kate Bishop, great character. She was really cool addition to the Marvel Universe. Hawkeye obviously did a great job. Interesting tie-ins with Black Widow. That's not too spoiler. I think you could have kind of figured that much, but I'll leave it at that. Interesting tie-ins. And, yeah, overall, kind of, shows what, ties us more into Endgame. Because it was weird in Endgame. They were kind of just threw in this idea of, oh yeah, Hawkeye went off and was like a vigilante for no reason. But now they kind of got more into that. It was good. I liked it. So anyway, I'm going to talk spoilers now. So, bye-bye. Merry Christmas if you don't want spoilers. Anyway, so yeah, spoilers. Kingpin was pretty cool. I haven't watched the Daredevil series. I know, it's a lot. I know my friend told me it's good. I'll get around to it. Like, come on, it's good. It's hard. He was in No Way Home. I will keep shoving it. Like, give me 2 warnings. Like, right, here's Matt Murdock in No Way Home. Now here's Kingpin in Hawkeye. You gotta watch Daredevil, I guess. Like, jeez. So I'll get around to that eventually. But this Kingpin guy was pretty cool. Like, he was in, I watched Spider-Verse, so unfortunately this version was way less chunky than the one in Spider-Verse, but he was still cool. I liked him. He's a very intimidating character. I assume it's probably more so in the series, but even from just a little bit I saw of him, he's like, ooh, this is a good villain. This guy's cool. And he's just built, like, so big. Like, this dude, like, took a car and, like, an explosion to the face and is just chill. He probably took that bullet at the end, too. Like, let's be honest, he's probably just, like, immortal or something. Anyway, very cool. It was cool to see him. The Maya character, I actually kind of like what they did with the sign language thing. I feel like, I don't know sign language, guys. I don't know how to do sign language. It was interesting to have a deaf character, or a mute deaf. I think he's both of them. And that's interesting. I like how they tied it in with Hawkeye having, like, hearing problems because, I mean, it makes sense. He's not a superhero. He has to deal with a lot of explosions. That's just how it's gonna be. So I like how they both could interact with each other in that way because he learned sign language through his hearing loss, and she has always been deaf. So I like that dynamic they had there. That was cool. And also, she was just a generally cool character. The whole tracksuit thing, I thought was kind of cheesy, but, like, in a good way. I thought it was funny how you had all these dudes just in tracksuits running around with, like, Russian accents and stuff. However, at the end, there was, like, 1,000 of them. Like, come on, alright? I get we need a big final battle. But I refuse to believe that this tracksuit mafia has, like, thousands of dudes in tracksuits just running around New York. And they're all just ready to go die fighting Kate and Hawkeye. I believe that. I think that's some straight bullcrap Marvel, but whatever. It was still a cool scene. That reminds me, though, the trick arrows, oh my god, that was really genius. Because you take, like, alright, these guys, they shoot arrows. That's cool. How do we make it cooler? We make arrows that do all sorts of crazy stuff. And then it's like, alright, so they just shot this arrow, and they made a bunch of purple goo. And they shot this arrow, and it blew up. And then there's one that's apparently even more dangerous than that. It just keeps you guessing as what the next one's going to be. And then you see the one that says Pym on it, and you're like, oh, no way. No way. And then it makes a big arrow, and then it makes, like, the truck tiny. It's like, come on. I already think Ant-Man, like, science of how shrinking and growing stuff is stupid, but I'll accept it, alright? It's cool. It's super cool to see that. So that was really great. Those were probably some of my favorite sequences in the whole movie when they have the trick arrows going on, because it just keeps you guessing. It's very fun and a very clever thing. Anyway, let's talk about Kate's mom. What's up with her? Why is she so annoying? Like, honestly, also, what's up with her hair? Her hair is stupid. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. It's dumb. And also, what's up with her being a twist villain? Like, come on. It wasn't even a twist villain thing. It was literally just in the season finale. She was like, oh yeah, she's bad now. Yeah, remember that, dude who got killed? Yeah, that was her. Despite there being no prior setup to it being her, you know, we thought like, oh, the dude was killed with a sword. You know, the Jack dude, was that his name? The weird dude with the mustache, who had the sword and stuff. Like, oh no, it wasn't him, even though he was acting suspicious the entire time. Oh god, that was just an episode. That was just an Among Us session, wasn't it? Anyway, so yeah, that was just weird. Like, what was that all about? Why was the Jack dude there? Why was he annoying? Why did he have to sing chestnuts roasting on an open fire? That was just annoying. I didn't like the dynamic either of them have. It was just awkward. I felt like Kate the entire time, just watching them two, like, get all smoochy with each other. Like, please, can we just move on? Like, jeez. At least they didn't have to do a sex scene like they did in Eternals. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was weird. And they have this whole thing where he gets arrested, and it's like, oh no, I'm getting arrested. Anyway, bye. Like, he was just a weird dude, I'm gonna be honest. And then he's like fencing, like, oh, so I'm just gonna pretend to be bad at fencing when I'm actually really good at sword fighting and stuff. And it's like, oh, so he's trying to deflect the fact that he killed the dude with a sword. But no, because the finale just flips it. Whatever, it's weird. So I don't know. But yeah, all that stuff was cool, I guess. I do like the Kate being inspired by seeing Hawkeye in 2012, and that leading her to wanna be good at bow and arrow and stuff. I thought that was cool. That was in the first episode that kind of set up for this. So yeah, and then them both getting the outfits at the end, that was great, because I mean, come on, we've needed the classic Hawkeye outfit. And also the post-credit scene with the Rogers musical, that was pretty funny. I did appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, like, it was just in the first episode, and they put all this effort into making a musical. They're like, hey, let's just show them the full musical at the end. So, thanks, Marvel. That's actually pretty cool of you. So yeah, I think that's all I have on it. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of great things in it. So overall, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go celebrate Christmas. Well, after I edit this video, I gotta edit that, and then I'm gonna go play Xbox. Because come on, guys, I'm like one of the lucky few to have an Xbox now. Like, holy crap, I got a next-gen console. I gotta check out, like, that Matrix thing. Maybe Cyberpunk will actually run now. I gotta, like, find all the other games that I have that will probably run better. It's insane. I'm gonna go have fun. So see ya. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you had a great day. Spend some time with family. And yeah, that's all I had. See ya.